Hello there, the story ninjas in the house. Well, it's just been the end of South African Library Week. I've been to visit my local Lansdowne library, and Niki Daly's books are definitely ones that I look out for. A Song for Jamela was yet another Niki Daly that I hadn't read yet, and I thought I'd really love to share this one with you. And yes, as I said, stories and pictures by Niki Daly. Well, Jamela's in the middle of her school holidays, and I know we've got some coming up now. And Jamela was bored. Many of us know that feeling, the what to do, what to do. Well, let's find out what Jamela got up to. It was the second week of the long summer holiday, and Jamela was bored stiff. There was nothing to do except wait for Afro Idols, her favorite TV show, well, to come on a bit later. Some of us may know this, eh? Laying on the couch, just relaxing, with nothing else in mind. Hey, couch potato, switch off that television and come and help us, said Gogo. We've heard that line too. Mama and Gogo were preparing an early supper so they could watch the Afro Idols finals together. They all wanted Bambi Chaka Chaka to win. Oh, look how beautiful she is, Gogo, said Jamela, holding up her magazine. Don't stand on top of me, sweetie, said Gogo. I need some elbow room. Shh. There was no room in the kitchen for Jamela with these two busy women. I know some of us feel that when the big people are in the room, they take up all the space, particularly the kitchen. Jamela, said Gogo, you look bored. Why don't you go and be our receptionist? What's a receptionist? Asked Jamela. Some of you may know. Well, let's find out here. A receptionist sits by the telephone and answers it. Well, she answers it when it rings. Well, takes messages too, doesn't she? That was Mama's explanation. Jamela liked that idea. She got a notebook and a pencil to write down callers' names, and then she waited and waited. Finally, the telephone rang. Tring, tring! It was Auntie Beauty, Mama's cousin who owned Divine Braids, a ladies' hairdressing salon on Main Road. Auntie Beauty says I can go and help her, explained Jamela. Great, said Mama. I'll talk to her about it. Well, that's exciting news for Jamela, isn't it? A little bit of a distraction. A little bit of a holiday job. Gogo helped Jamela choose a pretty dress and comfortable shoes. Then she packed a sandwich for lunch in Jamela's favorite sunflower bag. You want to see that sunflower bag, don't you? Let's have a look. I see it down. Yep. Pretty, isn't it? Well, together they walked up the road, passing the young man selling beaded flowers, the fruit seller with the watermelon smile, and the ladies making vetkoek. Molo, Gogo, molo, Jamela, cried Auntie Beauty. Gogo turned to Jamela and said, now I want you to listen to Aunt Beauty and not get up to any tricks. Jamela nodded, looking as good as gold. Well, what an interesting time ahead for Jamela. I think we do know she is a lovely young girl. She's kind and she's caring. Very curious too. Well, the salon was buzzing. Listen, said Aunt Beauty to Zuki, Mama Bula and Giant Boy. That's everyone else who works in the salon. I want this place to look sharp for our very important client. Jamela helped stack the rollers, pinks at the top, blues in the middle, and orange ones in the bottom tray. Toot toot! Cried Mama Bula, rushing about like a crazy taxi. Don't stand in the way, Jamela. Come and help me, Jamela, called Suki. Oh my goodness, Jamela's been kept busy, extremely busy, here and there, packing and cleaning. Suki showed Jamela how to fold and stack the towels. It was lovely being in this busy salon and being a part of all of it. But suddenly a commotion broke out. What? Some of you may be saying. What's happening? It sounded as though Nelson Mandela had arrived to the sound of 1,000 praise singers. Somebody important? Let's find out who. Jamela looked into the salon to see what was happening. And guess who she saw? Who do you think had arrived? Someone important, no doubt? Yes. Miss Bambi Chaka Chaka, making a glamorous entrance. Oh, Jamela couldn't believe her eyes. The Afro Idol star, is it not? Oh, wow. Do have a seat, Miss Chaka Chaka, said Aunt Beauty breathlessly. Let me take your scarf, said Ziki. Oh, sorry, Zuki, in a fancy voice. Tea or coffee, Miss Chaka Chaka, stammered Mama Bula. Tea, thank you, replied Miss Chaka Chaka. Jamela was allowed to carry the plate of biscuits. She didn't drop a single one. Ooh, yummy, sang Miss Chaka Chaka, smiling sweetly. Wow, Jamela felt as though a star had fallen down from heaven. You can quite imagine the little girl's awe at serving her favorite pop star. Ooh! Now, what would you like done? Asked Aunt Beauty. Ah, surprise me, replied Miss Chaka Chaka, closing her eyes. I simply must get my beauty sleep before rehearsals. At once the team sprang into action. Mama Bula shampooed, Zuki dried, Jive Boy combed, and Miss Chaka Chaka dozed. Jamela ate a peanut butter sandwich, gazing adoringly at the sleeping star. Hey, don't stand around like a trolley in a supermarket. Do something useful, grumbled Mama Bula. Jamela was starstruck. Jive Boy, called Auntie Beauty, give Jamela the fly swat. There's a buzzy fly that's been driving me mad the whole morning, and I need to concentrate with this razor in my hand. Oh, let's have a look at this scene. Everyone busy, busy, busy. Wow, Miss Chaka Chaka had a peaceful doze. I'm told. Jamela started to hunt down the buzzy fly. She looked up at the ceiling, down on the floor, and into the kitchen, and there it was, sitting on the plate of biscuits, having its lunch. Quietly, Jamela crept forward and raised the swat. Ah! The busy fly flew off. From chair to chair, from here to there, it finally landed on something nice and round. Where do you think it landed? Whack! Jamela came down with that fly swat. Jamela smacked Aunt Beauty's bottom with a fly swat. Aunt Beauty leapt in the air, dragging the razor through Miss Chaka Chaka's hair. Oh goodness, we need to see this up close. What in the world has happened? I see many of your eyes are popping out on stalks. Mouths are open wide. Oh no, she's going to sue the pants off me when she wakes up, whispered Aunt Beauty. Maybe we could fill the gap with something, suggested Zuki. Aunt Beauty wasn't sure. Sheepishly, Jamela looked around. Then she saw the answer to her problem. Maybe you can find the answer too. Somewhere. Well, sunflowers, Jamela said, handing her aunt the very special basket. Her aunt studied the woven straw handles and the beautiful sunflowers. Oh, Jamela, I think you've saved my skin, said Aunt Beauty. When Miss Chaka Chaka wakes up, she will have a beautiful basket of sunflowers to take on stage with her. Oh, goodness, let's have a closer look. They need to fill up that huge gap running up the middle of Miss Chaka Chaka's head, eh? Swiftly the team began to attach silky braids to Miss Chaka Chaka's hair, and as she said she was still sleeping, Yes, Zuki unpicked the sunflowers and handed them to Aunt Beauty to arrange. She's dreaming of winning tonight, Jamela joked. For the final touch, Aunt Beauty looped the braids around the sunflowers. "Divine!" cried Jive Boy, so loudly that he woke Miss Chaka Chaka up. When she looked in the mirror, she could not believe her eyes. Do you think she was delighted with the new hairstyle? She was. Miss Chaka Chaka was delighted with a fabulous sunflower hairdo. I think everybody breathed a sigh of relief. "I want you all to come to the show tonight," she said, handing Aunt Beauty a bunch of free tickets to attend, yes, the Afro Idols finals. And that was not all. Before she left, she gave Jamela a tip for being such a good girl. Oh boy, oh boy. You should have seen the bright lights and heard the music. It was brilliant. Some of you may or may not have been to a big concert and seen all these bright lights. And Miss Chaka Chaka was the star of the night. "I would like to dedicate the song to my friend Jamela. Thanks for the sunflowers, Jamela," she whispered into the microphone. Everyone cheered, and she started to sing. "I go shoo, shoo, shoo over you, you, you." Oh, and Beauty squeezed Jamela's hand, and they joined in the chorus. That's what happens at concerts mostly. We love to be part of that singing. Later in the taxi going home, Mama Bula joked, "Phew, I do hope Miss Chaka Chaka will still be shoo-shoo-shooing when the sun comes up, 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 and she discovers what's been done, done, done to her hair." Ah, well, they all had a laugh. But Aunt Beauty saw that Jamela looked a bit worried, so she gave her a big hug and whispered, "Oh, don't worry, Jamela. Miss Chaka Chaka did say she wanted us to surprise her. Did she not? You remember that?" "Yes, me too." Well, when she heard that, Jamela just had to smile. Well, that was quite an adventure, don't you think? From being bored, laying on the couch doing nothing, ending up at her favorite TV show while the live concert of it. Amazing. Plus all the adventures in between. So, I know some of you are going to be a bit careful when handling that fly swat. But nonetheless, I know you've enjoyed the story, and so have I. So, until next time, and Jamela's next adventure.